Like I said, where was I? Yeah, the stats show it. It tells you exactly what fathers are the most active here in the U.S. It tells you who they are. Even if it's down to only 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 days, 2 days, it don't matter. The timeline that it is, they spend in time. And yes, it does say it. It says black fathers help out with homework, preparing meals, bathing, basically doing all the things that you would want. And some people say, well, those stats were skewed by men. No, it was done by women, and it was black women, majority of them saying who was the most active father. Because let's face it, there's some women out here who get child support from the father, and the father still spend time. And then you got some out here who be trying to abuse that. They'll want the child support and then some. And my thing is, if you getting child support and then you want that man to be this, and then some more, complain about, because I can tell you right now, complaining about if he's doing all this for you, my question to you is this: if that man could pay an substantial amount of child support and help pay bills at your house and his, why aren't you with that man? And that's another thing too. You can't go into a new relationship telling the new person what the old one did. Because that comparing is only gonna make you more miserable. Because I can tell you right now, if you tell me that this person did this for you, that for you, that for you, that for you, that for you, he pays for your car, nails, hair, clothes, food in your belly. So what you with me for then? But back to what I was saying about, how a lot of the fathers are very active. But the funny thing is, it's not even funny. We've been this way. It's just that the narrative about us was pushed so negatively that people cleave so much to the negative that when the positive does come around, they don't want to speak on it. Or they want to shun it because it destroys their viewpoint. And also because, let's face it, if more women were to speak out about the whole and tell the truth on why the relationships ended and be honest with themselves instead of being coddled and being lied to, because most times the relationship ends because the woman got bored. I hate to tell you this, men get bored too in relationships, but we don't dwell on boredom. We know boredom is it's just like happiness. It's a moment, a feeling, and it's gone. That's why one thing I've learned in relationships, I don't look for a relationship to be happy in. I look for a relationship for companionship. Someone that when people say they want to grow old with, well, if you want to grow old with that person, then you want a companion. You want to be compatible. You want to be able to relate on certain things, certain topics. You don't just want to be with someone and say, oh, well, I'm unhappy, so now I'm going to leave you and go chase my happiness, because most times you're chasing a moment that keeps fleeting from you every time. It's like I say, how like an addict wants to catch that, that high again? That's what it is. It's a thrill. You're trying to catch something to keep replacing it. So I can tell you right now, and also another thing that's unhealthy too, you want to have a healthy relationship, and you don't want to depend on the next person to be your happiness, because that right there is detrimental. Because when you pedestalize someone in your relationship and they don't meet that, you'll start viewing every negative thing about them. And most times the negatives that people pick up on as to leave a man or a woman, I mean, yes, men do leave, but not as high as rates. I've learned that too, that men are very loyal in relationships. But really, some women leave, well, most do, because they'll start seeing the guy they with as not perfect. But here's the thing. If you are with a honest man, I'm sure he has told you he is not perfect. And you couldn't see it because in your mind, everything he's doing, oh, he's perfect. He's this. No, he's not. But stay tuned.